Hey guys, it's Bear here, returning to Preparedness, helping you prepare not only for your doomsday, but your everyday. Today's video, we're going to go through our first aid kit. You may be asking yourself, why is my first aid kit a fanny pack? And the truth is because I found these little fanny pack things at Walmart for, I don't know, $5 or something like that. And when you compare them to the tactical Molly Gear first aid pouches, significantly cheaper. And these are just things I can throw in the car, and if it gets beat up or damaged or whatever, it's really easy to replace, and I don't have to worry about it. So these are the kits that the first aid kits we keep in our cars, and I'm going to go through each kit here and show you what we got and kind of give you an idea what you can be keeping yourself. It's way better than buying one of the pre-made kits. You can get a lot of stuff a lot cheaper and more useful information, more useful items, instead of just having like some band-aids or 100 band-aids and maybe alcohol prep pad and some Neosporin. And that's basically what you get for a lot more money. If you do it yourself, you can put together a much better kit, and it'll actually come in handy when you need it. So we'll go through the first aid kit here. I'll move the camera into position and we'll get started. Hey guys, don't forget to get your JTP gear at the Teespring store. Check it out, link below. We got all colors, all sizes, all shapes, you name it. Anybody in your family can have a shirt, have a sweatshirt, have a tank top. We got leggings, we got coffee mugs, we got stickers, you name it, we got it. Go check it out at the Teespring, link below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with your friends and family. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Check out the website, journeytopreparedness.net. Check out my fish back here. All right. Back to the video right now. Don't forget Teespring, JTP. Okay, so again, like I said, this is the kit we keep in our vehicles. It is just a fanny pack that I found at Walmart. Let's start here with some of the things we keep on the outside. This is a tick remover. As you can see here, you get underneath the head of the tick there and it helps pull it out. This right here is a mask for CPR, and see these open up. You can get these on Amazon. I'll leave a link below. I'm not going to pull it out, but it's in there. So that way you're protected from having to give somebody else CPR if somebody has to give you CPR. We'll start here in this back pouch. Here I got some alcohol prep pads, a little nasal inhaler, files, a couple different scissors. This is a folding scissors here. And then this is these things. Yeah. Sorry, these are more for an emergency kit, but these here are scissors for cutting gauze and tape and things like that. Also got a tweezers that we keep in there. Little nail clippers. Some chapstick. A lighter. A few zip ties. More caps, and you'll see those later. Here's some more zip ties, a little larger ones. Come on. And I also keep a little thing of super glue in here that basically just, you screw this on and it pokes through, but just a little mini tube of super glue. Probably wondering, why would I keep some of this stuff? It's not necessarily first aid related, but it kind of is. You never know when you might need it. All right, before we get into the main body, I guess we'll go to this front little pouch here. And look in here, we've got some little Neosporin. Actually, let me put this stuff back in the back and then we'll go through. Sorry. So, these strings and these caps here are for some chem lights, some little mini chem lights for an emergency, and you'll see those later on in this pack. So that's why they're in here. Just so, in case you were wondering. Again, it's not, it's a first aid kit, but it's got a little more to it. And again, this is stuff that if you're putting it together yourself, you can put in what you want, what you think you might need, and have additional items versus, what you're going to get out of a pre-packaged first aid kit. And it costs you a lot more money than doing it yourself. So there, now that that's back in there, now we'll get back to this front pouch. Okay, so we got some Neosporin in there, and in here we got a ton of Band-Aids, basically. Is all that's in here, a bunch of different sizes, your standard Band-Aids. I got some larger ones in here, and then I got some, knuckle and finger Band-Aids. Again, some smaller, different sizes. And then I got a couple gauze pads down here at the end. And a lot of this stuff, especially for, this type of kit where something you're not going to be using all the time and things like that, and it's something just to get you by, you'll see a lot of this stuff I do get at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. And the reason being is it's not horrible medical supplies in an emergency if you need it. It's cheap. You can go through it, and it's not like it's costing you a ton of money if you got to give it out to somebody else if they need a Band-Aid or anything like that. So, what am I stuck on? My zipper here. There we go. All right, now to the main body. So, I do keep a pad and a tampon. You're probably wondering why. There are conflicting reports on to whether or not you could use those as like a gauze pad or something, but to be honest, these are clean, they're sterile, right? And there can be uses for them. And in an emergency, it's a nice fire tinder. We got some waterproof tape. We've got a tourniquet. Got some gloves in here. I got 2 different varieties of gloves, just in case. Here we've got some moist towelettes. Got a little finger splint, anti-itch cream, some non-stick tape there, some artificial tears, some bug bite relief, some more wipes, some moleskin in case for blisters, some burn gel, got an ace bandage, I got some pain relief balm. Here is a nice little thing that could come in handy, especially in an emergency situation. And this is a temporary dental fix. So if you ever get a filling that comes out or happen to have cracked tooth or anything like that, this stuff, you just kind of mix it up and pack it in there. And it'll get you through, especially if you're on a weekend or something like that and you can't get into somewhere. There's another glove. So highly recommend keeping some of that. You can find it at the dollar store. I would recommend getting it there at the Dollar Tree. It seems to come and go. There are times where they have it and where they don't. Whenever they do, I usually buy a few just to have on hand. Doesn't hurt. And in an emergency, in a SHTF situation, you might need it someday. Here are the chem lights, or glow sticks as people call them in the civilian world, I guess. They can be used if your car breaks down and you tie them up for reflection, so emergency situations. I got a couple masks here, an emergency blanket, I'll keep that in there, and then here are some steri strips, and this here is a little suture kit, so keep that just in case of an emergency. Here is a little back pain pad. And here's a little packet with some Benadryl and Imodium, some acid relief, all kinds of stuff like that can come in handy. Here is a little, these are little towels, basically. You get them wet and they come out to be like a big towel. Those come in handy. I've used those quite a bit. Some Advil, some Tylenol. Here's the Imodium. And then in here, here's just some aspirin. And here's another towel. So, as you can see, we could pretty much cover a lot of stuff. I thought I had some Quick Clot in here, but apparently I do not. But normally in our kits we do keep some quick clot, and I'm gonna have to find out what happened to that. Sorry, but you can see I have a wide variety of stuff that will, in an emergency, be able to aid you in getting to assistance, whether it be just a Band-Aid or some sort of major thing like a break or anything like that. I do keep a SAM splint in the vehicles also. It's not in the first aid kit, but it's in the vehicles, so we do have those also in case there's any sort of break or fracture, especially if you're out camping or hiking through the woods or hunting or anything like that. To have something like this really could come in handy. Keep it in your vehicles if you have off-road vehicles, four-wheelers or anything like that. Keep a small little kit like this handy and on you. Keep it in your, like I said, we keep it in our vehicles. We each have one. And they're duplicates, so they're exactly the same, and everything's in the exact same place. So that way, if you're using one or the other, you know where you're going to find the stuff, and that's going to be a big plus too, especially in an emergency situation. Somebody's hurt or bleeding really bad, and it gets kind of stressful. You want to know where you can find that stuff. So make sure that your kits are duplicates. So identical kits, having the identical stuff and in the same spot is going to help you to deal with that stressful situation a lot better. So I recommend getting your kit together. If there's anything you think that I'm missing out of this kit, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. And again, I know it doesn't cover everything, but it does cover a lot of things, and it's enough to get you by and get you through to get some help. So I recommend putting one together. Everybody should have one. You'd be surprised at how many times you do end up using the stuff when you do have it. It comes in handy. So I would recommend putting your own together and not buying a store-bought one. This is something that is going to be able to help you out in an emergency situation with anything from minor cuts to a little more serious, and it will help get you to help. So that's the main goal here, is to help you out, to get you through that situation and get you to help if need be. If it's a little more serious of an injury, and if it's something minor, you got it covered right here. So I suggest that everybody keep a first aid kit in their vehicles. If you haven't seen my vehicle kits that I put together, the video I put together earlier, check it out on the channel. But this is just an in-depth look at the first aid kit that we keep in our vehicles. I recommend everybody have one, and anytime you're venturing out, you carry it with you. Keep it on hand, because you never know. I'm telling you, more times than once we've used this, from everything from hiking and camping to out on the range day, nick your finger or something like that, you need a Band-Aid. So we've used them before, and it's a great idea to keep them. If you don't have one, put it together. Don't buy one of the kits that they're going to sell you at the stores, because they're garbage. You get 132 pieces and 105 of them are Band-Aids. Put together your own kit, and when you buy the stuff, you usually get enough to where you can put together more than one kit. So I would highly recommend that. And again, it doesn't have to be expensive. Go to the dollar store and get a bunch of Band-Aids, and then you can put together this kit, and it's just enough to get you by. So save the good Band-Aids for at home for long-term use, and in your vehicles for your emergency kits, get those dollar store Band-Aids, and they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. They last. You may go through a couple more. They're not necessarily waterproof or anything like that, but it's good enough. So just get yourself a first aid kit put together. Keep it in your vehicle at all times. And again, if you're going out traveling, make sure you put together a first aid kit. Put it together yourself. Don't buy them. All right. This has been Bear with Preparedness Preparedness, helping you prepare not only for your doomsday, but your everyday. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with your friends. Check us out on all our social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Check out the website, journeytopreparedness.net. Till next time, peace, love.